Welcome and welcome back to another reading. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so I'm picking up on our energy today. It feels like there's a lot of energies around you that are against you. Okay? It feels like it's retaliatory, like they're retaliating against you. They're at odds with you. And it might be because you've accomplished something. You've made yourself. You made a name for yourself, and so now you're getting retaliation. You're. It's almost feeling like to me that people around you are wanting to defend themselves because of your presence. Okay, so you're triggering a lot of defensive mechanisms in other people right now. All right. And I feel like you might believe that you're in the right. Or you might believe that it's not that you're not in the right. It's just both parties, you and them, both believe that you guys are right. And you believe that you're right because you're going your way. And they believe that they're right because they're going in their way. Now, I think the lesson in this card is to learn how to disagree with others while still being in harmony with them. Okay? And there is a bright horizon in the background of the Ten of Swords. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be leading to something good. This is a good sign. It's an ending. You are being surrounded by enemies, but this is going to come to an end. This is actually positive, okay? And it might be positive because it's producing feelings of anger, revenge, jealousy, frustration. And when you release feelings of anger or frustration, what's happening is you're raising your vibration up from powerlessness into anger. And so while it seems like, okay, there's all these people around me and I'm getting angry about it and it's making me go off and, do all of these little things, that anger needs to be released and used for what you are here to do. All right, and I don't really know what that is yet. I've only pulled one card. So we got the Ten of Swords, and then now I'm going to pull Who Are You? Well, this is actually Who Are You? This is going to be your signifier card. So what's the heart of the matter? I mean, what's ending? What do you feel like? What is the heart of this matter here? We have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you're young. You're young in spirit. Whether or not you're young in age, whatever. You're young in spirit. And you've only recently discovered how worthy you are. Okay, Page of Wands is a guy or a woman, could be a man or a woman, who's recently just come into this wand. I mean, look at him. He's observing it. He's looking at it. He's taking it in. And what does this wand represent but his own spirituality, but his own connection to source? And so here you are, adorned in your fire protection, your salamander cloak, your yellow, your authenticity, and you're observing, okay, here I am. Here's what I do. Here's what I have to offer. Okay? Now, you might be at a point where it's like, okay, I'm not really sure how I'm going to put that out there. Not sure how I'm going to make it happen. I just know that I want to make it happen. And I also know that I'm capable of making it happen. Okay? So that's where you're at. And in that capability, again, I mean, this is a sort of, both of these energies are happening at the same time. You're in this, and you're also in this energy of feeling surrounded. Okay? Surrounded. All right, what's the obstacle? The obstacle is movement. Okay, there's too much of it. There's too much motion and not enough directed, intentional action. And you know what I mean. Okay? We're not sitting here to make excuses or look in the mirror and tell ourselves lies. We're looking at we're doing this reading so that we can improve, right? So the thing that needs to be improved right now is just attention to detail, okay? Jim Rohn, he says, a lot of people spend major time on minor things. He says you shouldn't spend your time majoring in minors. You should spend your time majoring in the majors. Focus on the majors and let the minors take care of themselves. Like 80% of your results come from about 20% of what you do. This is Pareto's principle. If you look it up, Pareto's principle, you'll see it across almost all statistical fields in the world. 20% of the business, 20% of the grocery store of the items in the grocery store produce 80% of the profits. 20% of the workers at the grocery store produce 80% of the work done, work completed. 20% of the customers who shop at the grocery store produce 80% of the, and this is just, rounded. It could be 19, could be 83, could be 22. But about 20% produce about 80% of the results. This is Pareto's principle. Well, when this card comes out, it's indicating that you might be spending your time on the 80 and not the 20. Okay? Figure out, what are the biggest levers in my life? What are the things that I move that will move the most things? What do I have the most leverage to do? Okay? Let's say you're a business owner. And so let's say you're a business owner and you own the business, you run the business, right? And so you're trying to find a place for you to work in the business because you run it, you want it to work well. Okay? Well, you have to find a task that makes the most money, because a business's goal is to make money, to bring in profits, right? So what task that you do as an owner brings in the most profits in the least amount of time? That's your biggest lever, okay? Pull that lever. If you're an entrepreneur and you know that there's 3 ways that you go get customers. One of the ways is you go to markets. Another way is you go on Facebook. Another way is you go and you put ads on park benches, right? Which one produces the most results? Focus all your energy onto that one. Pull the lever with the most leverage, okay? That is going to be the key for you. Okay? And finding that lever is also essential, okay? And how do you find a lever? Well, you find a bottleneck, okay? So so where's the bottleneck in my process? And a bottleneck is, what is the thing that I'm avoiding? What is the thing that is stopping everything from flowing like it should be? Okay? Find that thing, identify it, and get rid of it. Okay? And then focus on taking action. Because you can be in motion all day. You can be moving around. You can be picking up furniture, putting it back down, yada, 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 right? But none of it's going to get anything done. What's going to get something done is when you actually do something. You can move the furniture around, but until you freaking sit down and do the project and finish it and submit it to your teacher, it's not going to get done. You could sit there and you could research, but until you sit there and write it down, nothing's happening, okay? All right, let's look at the foundation. You're destined for glory. You're Ten of Swords, it doesn't come out unless, the seeker is somebody who really knows what they're talking about and has directed connectedness with the world and the universe and everything and the Most High. And that's who you are, okay? So, the foundation is that you're destined for greatness and that you're having to go through this hero's journey because it's leading to eventual greatness. The past influence is that you were feeling powerless. You were feeling powerless to do anything that you wanted to do in your life, okay? You've solved that problem by getting angry, by manifesting circumstances around you that make you feel frustrated, angry, hateful, revengeful, because those emotions will get you up into pessimism, boredom, optimism, hope, positive expectation, belief, bliss. You're going up the scale, right? But you have to go through anger to get out of powerlessness, sadness, and depression. And so where you're coming from is depression. And so where you are is anger. And so what you're surrounded by in your environment is perfect for you. Okay? And so be thankful for it. Be grateful for it. Excuse me. Woo! Ooh. All right, we got your aspiration. Here's the aspiration. You see yourself in action. You see yourself in your mind's eye taking the actions that you need to take, going, getting it done, making it happen. But there's a disconnect, because the disconnect is this. My microphone just disconnected when I said that. Okay, did you see that? Did you see that? Run it back. Watch that. Okay, I said the disconnect in my arm disconnected my microphone, and so now we're operating with no mic. So I'm going to pause this. Go back in. I'm going to plug it in and whatever. But anyways, there's a disconnect. And the disconnect is this. The action that you want to take, the inspired action that you want to take, well, you're wanting to manifest the inspiration to take that action, right? But then the situation that makes you angry comes, and instead of staying in that anger and using it for this directed action that you've been visualizing, you may have a tendency to go backwards and go back into powerlessness because you're like, I don't know if I should be angry. Oh no, I shouldn't be this way. I shouldn't feel this way. Feel guilty about being angry. Go back into the old paradigm. But here's the thing, the anger is perfect. The circumstances you're in are perfect because they're manifesting the exact inspired energy you need. Angry energy, okay? And this is advanced stuff. Like, you can't use anger unless you're using it right. But using that anger to take actions in a positive direction, that's who you are. You're an alchemist, okay? Now let me plug back in my microphone. Okay, we're back. We're connected again, okay? And so we already went over all that. You need to take action with the anger, okay? Where's the immediate future? Indecision. Indecision. If you keep going back and forth from action to non-action, from action, like, you're not going to get the whale to go fucking ballistic, okay? Because you got to pump that thing. You got to pump, 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 pump. And then once the water starts flowing, you can lay off a little bit. But you're in the mode where you need that pumping motion. And that pumping motion comes from that anger. And that anger, I mean, it doesn't matter where that comes from. Just use it, okay? Two of Swords in reverse. You know, I'm going to actually pull this out the book. This is an intricate one. Maybe it's not intricate. Maybe I'm just saying that because there was a stalemate, but the seeker seems to have made up his mind already. And so here's the stalemate. Okay, so it's this card about stalemate. And so there's the stalemate between the powerlessness and the anger. You couldn't decide which one was more beneficial. You're like, I'd rather be depressed than angry. And then you're like, well, anger is coming naturally. Well, yes, I'm here to tell you that the anger is good and is moving you in a positive direction, okay? Think twice. The card in reverse shows a waning crescent moon. This is a time for endings, releases, time for settlement of disputes. Let bygones be bygones, okay? The Two of Swords reverse may indicate that the seeker is prone to choose incorrectly. So you must take care in decision making, okay? You must take care in decision making. It's not the time to make a decision. It's just the time to do the actions of the decisions that you've already made, okay? How is the world seeing you? The world sees you as misdirected. The world sees you as a big ball of energy that's not going anywhere. Okay? That's how the world sees you. How do you see yourself? You see yourself as beginning your journey. So you are at the beginning of your journey. You haven't even started. And yet the world sees you as somebody who has started, not gotten a lot done, and has slowly stopped. Like, but that's the thing. Knight of Swords in reverse. Hold on. How does the world see you? Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh. The world sees you as in a battle with yourself. Okay? But you're not in a battle with yourself. But that's the thing. You are sort of in a battle with yourself. So that makes sense. You're battling with this powerless and anger. And society doesn't really like anger. So society is trying to tell you to be depressed. Hey, be depressed. We'd rather you be depressed than you be angry. And you're like, whoa, I don't know. And so there's this battle going on because you're like, I am angry, but okay, I gotta be okay. No, be angry, okay? And the way that you're seeing yourself is, man, this is just the beginning of everything that I am becoming. Okay? What's the gift or the curse or both? The gift is that you have so much to be grateful for right now. Okay? Your gift is that even though you're going through all of these internal processes of healing, awakening, alignment, and becoming, on the outside, it looks beautiful. You have a beautiful, adorned area. You have an environment. You have people. You have community. You have a voice. You have a beautiful face. You have an amazing body. You have everything that you could have ever wished for when you were a child. You have it now. But now you're working on, okay, how can I enjoy it? How can I love it? How can I be about it? Okay? And so the key there is to slow down. Take it in. Understand that it's there for you and it's there to serve you, and that your anger is there for you and it's there to serve you, and that every emotion is there for you, there to serve you. Excuse me, I'm just a little bit sore and a little bit stiff, and moving and grooving and doing my thing, and I'm doing that thing, and you know how it just ring like a bell. And I'm casting my ship with the cell. Tick, tack, tick, tock. Everything goes, and it goes on the clock. All right, let's look at the probable outcome. Okay, at your current vibration, with where you're currently at, with what we just talked about, the probable outcome is going to be a need for rest. Okay, a need for rest. A burnout. Okay, the probable outcome here is burnout. So, let's look into this. Okay, let's analyze why we are burning out. Why is this leading to burnout? Why does this system here, and I'm just asking all of these questions to Spirit, so that Spirit will give me the answers. Why does this system lead to burnout? And what do we need to do in order to prevent the burnout from happening? Okay, so let me pull a card. So there's something that you haven't considered. 4 of Cups upright. There's something not being considered here. Okay, and it's right in front of your face. It is literally right in front of your face. We pulled the Heart of the Matter card. It was the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands. And so you see this thing. It's almost right in front of your face, but you don't see it. You don't see it. It's almost like you want to see it. You know it's there, but you don't see it. And you know it's a missed opportunity. What is it? Take an action step. What is the action step? Act on intuitive guidance you've been receiving lately. Your intuition will guide you to take the next action step. Baby steps count. What is the next action step? What is the next action step? What do we got here? What action step are we taking? What action step are we taking? I've been inside of your making. What action steps are we taking? I've been honest playing, I've been baking. Now I'm looking up and I'm saying all these words inside of my brain. Up. All right. Take an action step. Well, let's see what action step this is. We got animal spirit. Animal spirit. Animal spirit. Animal spirit. Oh, we got raccoon, okay? So we got a raccoon, we got a talented, shadowy, and in hiding. In hiding is not going to help you. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and a skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. So you could be good at tarot cards. You could be a psychic medium. You could be a musician. Okay, you know, one of the best musical instruments is the voice. So if you're a singer, oh my gosh, I commend you. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. So make new work. To bring this into balance, listen, you're burning out because you're doing the same thing over and over again. You've had a download. You've had an epiphany of something bigger and better, and you know it. And I feel like you're working on it. I feel like there's work being done, right? But there needs to be a definite action step being taken here. King of Pentacles in reverse. What's the action step here? Let go. Simplify. Okay? You're making it too complicated. You got to simplify. Make it simple on yourself. This is how you're gonna take that mask off. Make it simple. Just do what you think to do when you think to do it. Okay? And I think part of it is it's not that you haven't taken the action step. I feel like there's something that you're holding on to. It could be like some sort of pacifier. Yeah, the devil. An addiction, a substance, a person. You're holding on to something that is causing your life to seem more complicated than it is in your own mind. So it's like you're overcomplicating things. It's causing burnout. It's causing you to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay? And so we got to figure out, what is that substance? What is that environment? What is that person? Who is that is causing me to go back and forth, not seeing what I need to be seeing? Okay? Yeah. You got a substance, you got a devil energy that's working against you, okay? And you've been wanting to come out of the mask for a long time. You have all of the necessary ideas, you have the epiphanies, you have the stuff written down, you know what to do. It's just a matter of letting this thing go first. Because if you don't let this thing go first, what you'll find is that you'll be in this process and then you'll burn out and then you'll have to start it over again. So the key here is to let go of this devil, okay? So self-love, radical self-love. That doesn't mean that you should just give yourself all of the ice cream you ever wanted and smoke meth all day. No, okay? It's not about just feeling good in that way. It's about feeling good all the time, okay? Self-love doesn't mean that you just want to feel good. My purpose is to feel good, but it doesn't just mean that my purpose is to feel good right now. My purpose is to feel good all the time, as much as I possibly can, and to enjoy the most out of life and milk that shit for all that it's got. Okay? And so, you must decide what you have to let go of, and you must make the decision to let go of it and then stick to that decision. Okay? You must hold yourself accountable. You must watch yourself. This is the key. This is the golden key that unlocks all of your dreams. Okay? And all it takes is 90 days. Like, not even. Okay? Not even. You let this thing go for 90 days. Let me tell you something. All of those dreams that you once had that you thought maybe would never happen, that have been taking you 3, 4, 5, 6 years to do on this substance, as soon as you stop taking the substance, 90 days, it's all done. Okay? As soon as you stop being in that relationship, as soon as you stop being in that environment, as soon as you let that go, let go of the responsibility to it, to the obligation to it, it's going to free up so much energy. You have no idea. You have no idea. I think you think that you do, but you don't. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. The magician in reverse needs to be destroyed. Destruction. The magician in reverse is the destroyer. It is Shiva, the great destroyer, okay? And so, with the great destroyer, we must destroy. Okay, we can go a little bit more specific. I think that you pretty much got it. The only reason that I would be getting more specific is because Spirit is tapping at the screen telling you, hey, let it go. This dude Anakin is telling you to let this thing go, but it's not him. It's Spirit telling you to let this thing go. Okay, this is confirmation. Yeah, happiness and well-being, the sun. Don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Don't back down. Okay? It is what it is. Whoa. What is that? What is that? All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Muddled and unclear thinking. Listen, we have the dichotomy right here. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. You got the eagle, the bull, the sun, and the forest. Okay, so listen. You have so much to be thankful for. So much sun in your life. So much the world, the sun, the Nine of Pentacles, the flowers, the Ace of Cups, the eagles, the bulls. But you have these forests. This forest, this dirty green thing. Okay? Muddled and unclear thinking coming from that. And look at this. Affairs with your family, tree, forest and tree. This is a generational thing. Grapes, it's time to go out and have fun. It's time to get fire. It's time to go be in the fire. Strong emotion, passionate, love or hate. Instead of like sitting in your house, sitting in your isolation and doing nothing. Like just like maintaining this one relationship or maintaining this one environment or going to this one place or doing this one substance. Like, it's time to branch out and have multiple different places that you go to. Okay? That's just what it is. That is just what it is. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? You're being let go of something. Okay? Now, you're sort of breaking through your own chains. She's bound in these paper cloths, but they're paper. I mean, she could break out of these at any time, and that's you. And it's in reverse, which means you're ready. You're ready for all these swords to fall away, for you to break out of these so-called chains that aren't really chains. It's just been you making the same decision over and over and over again. And you could always, at any point, make a decision to go right instead of going left. It's just you choose left. Choose left. Last time I was here, I chose left, so I'm going to choose left again. Last time I was here, I chose left, so I'm going to choose left again. Oh, I like choosing left. I don't really know why. I don't really want to choose left. My body just walks in that direction. Okay, I'm just going that way. All right, this sort of feels comfortable. Okay, right's looking a little bit scary. All right, I've never gone down that way. Why would I go down that way? Okay, it's been a couple of years. Right? It's just going right. That's it. It's always been that. Just go that way. Just go a different way. That's it. But you build these grooves in your mind, right? Neural pathways. Every time you go down that left path, it goes with groove. The groove gets deeper until it's the Grand Canyon. Okay? So start today. Knight of Wands. People want you to start. People want you to do well. People want you. 77 energy. Your spiritual growth is on display for others to see, and they see that you're getting away with stuff. Okay? You're getting away with stuff. Trust creates peace. You're making choices. You're making good choices. Judgment in reverse. Towards what end? 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there's also misunderstandings happening in relationships. Misunderstandings. Don't be so quick to walk away. Don't be so quick to come together with a person right now. Slow and steady wins the race. Somebody is trying to get away with something. Somebody is trying to get away with your sexual energy or just to have sex with you. Okay. Somebody's very attracted to you sexually. They want to have sex with you. Take it slow. You know, take it slow. Okay, take it slow. There needs to be strategy here. Okay, sacred exchange of energy is what this is. Yeah, 10 of Swords again. There needs to be some sort of strategy. Okay, when it comes to your energy, keep it to yourself and be very wary of the people that you let into your life right now. Protection from a powerful friend. You have protection from spirit guides. You have protection from an older woman, probably an older woman who's passed. Okay, I always think of my grandma Jean, who's represented by a frog. But an older woman is protecting you right now. And then we have a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And I think she's protecting your love. Okay? And this is why the misunderstandings are happening. This is why you feel like you're not making the right choices in love. This is why you're feeling like there's strategies and you're having to take things slow and people just want you for... That's not what it is. What it is you're attracting Pandora's box, but in reality, the one that you really have to attract or are going to attract is protected. So it's like, yeah, they're completely protected. You could just chill. You could just trust that everything's going to work out for you and you're going to find whoever it is, because in reality, I mean, you are. In fact, they're going to find you and they're going to come out of nowhere. 6 of Wands. But it's a secret. Okay? What's the secret? The secret might be that you have a secret admirer. You have somebody who already likes you. You have somebody who's already with you, already in your presence. Taking things really slowly with you, making strategies about you, holding on to the past that they've had with you, and wanting to be with you for the change. Okay? Who is this? Strength. This is a very strong individual. Love. They have a lot of love for you. Okay? Lots and lots of love. New opportunities. This is new energy. You've never seen something like this. And unsuccessful plans. So this relationship is going to help you break free from knots and chains. Okay? breaking free from knots and chains, breaking out of your mask, understanding who you are as a person, understanding what you're doing here, your purpose, okay? Ground into the physical world. And then taking all of this spiritual hooba-jooba and bringing it into reality, into business, into family, into friendships, into eating, into drinking, into doing all of the things that we love to do as people, okay? That's going to be it for today. I am out. Namaste. Please email me right now for inquiries, for readings, for mentorship, and for whatever else. And I am working on my website. It is under construction. So if you're going on there and you're like, what's going on here? These buttons are all weird. And what's this offer? And give me a couple days, okay? It's all getting moved around. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.